Hello everybody, welcome to the Flight Sim Deck, and I want to welcome you to Kona International Airport on the Big Island of Hawaii, where we'll be doing Hawaiian Airlines flight number 496 to the island of Maui, which is right next to the island of Hawaii. And this is going to be with the TFDI 717-200 in the very beautiful Hawaiian Airlines livery. And it's just going to be a little bit over 30 minutes from gate to gate, not very long at all. We won't be a cruise for that long, it's a very short flight. And we're just going to have a look at the outside of the plane here, and then yeah, we're going to be on our way to start to program the plane. Since it's such a short flight, I'll show you more of the setup. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's the plan for today. So this is Sky Vector, and we're going to zoom in here. As you can see, this is the Big Island. It's got the two volcanoes, and we'll be heading out of Kona. Let's zoom in here to the other chart. We're going to go by the Lanai City VOR, and then that'll bring us into runway 2. We're going to do an ILS approach. Weather's just a little bit cloudy on the outside there. And that's going to be the route, just as simple as that. That's what we'll be doing today. So now we're in the cockpit. Let's get the battery on and connected to the ground power unit. Get the gallery power on. We're going to wait for everything on the plane to start up and have the screens come alive. Been flying this plane a lot more lately because just waiting for the other planes to come out for version 4, so getting more acquainted with the 717 here. It's a beta version for version 4, so I think they're still working out some things. And I want to apologize actually for the overexposure of the sky. The camera, I don't know if it's the dynamic lighting or not, but the camera seems to function like a real camera now. So if you pan down, it changes the exposure for what it's seeing in the cockpit. And then if you pan over to the sky, if I was to pan out to the captain's window, it would fix the exposure right now. So yeah, it behaves like a real camera now, and I'm not sure if that's the dynamic lighting. I need to turn that off for a second just to see if it fixes it or not. Fortunately, it's like that for this flight, but I'll figure that out. I don't really like that it adjusts the exposure in that way. So, I mean, that is more realistic to what a camera would do, but it's not ideal for the situation here. So the PFDs are coming alive.
Kona Airport information, Alpha 203, 9 Zulu, wind 100.4, visibility greater than 20 miles, sky condition clear, temperature 2.1, 9 altimeter 2, 9 ILS, runway 17, landing and departing runway 17, VFR aircraft stay direction of flight, all aircraft read back home short instructions, advise controller on initial.
So runway 17 is going to be our departure today. So we're going to get in and program the CDU. Alright, so we're going to get our to and from programmed in. Alright, so we're going to get the flight number in. Hawaiian Airlines 496, and our cruise level will be 150. And we'll initialize the IRS. Cost index they're giving us is 106. Now we'll program the weight and balance. First is going to be 208.3. Then 102.6. And 94.6. So I'll come over to the flight plan and get the SID in here. We're going to be departing runway 17, and that'll be with the Amri 3. We're not going to put a transition. And we'll get the arrival in. Since we're so close to the airport, we pretty much know what it's going to be. And we're going to do ILS approach into runway 2. And that'll be with the Camps 3. Okay, we're going to take off with flaps 1-3. It's 19 Celsius out. And the wind is 4 knots. Click here to confirm the V speeds. Then we're just going to check the plan one more time to make sure everything is the way it should be. And it's looking good. Okay, we're going to start the APU, so we're going to turn the right aft pump on and the start pump. Get the master to run and then start. And you can look down here on the PFD next to the left of the gear, and you can see the APU start to turn on. And the numbers are climbing now. The light will illuminate as soon as we have power. And there it is. Get the air on for the APU. And we'll turn the ground power unit off, as it is now going to be disconnected. Okay, now it is time to start the engine, so we're going to get the packs off. The fuel pump's on, everything but the center. And we're pushing back. So we're going to start engine number 1. Wait for it to climb a little bit, and then we'll give it some fuel. Number 1 is starting up nicely. Couldn't get GSX to work once again for the pushback, so we don't get to use it. Always have problems with it. I don't know what it is, if it's, I don't even know, I don't know. Works sometimes, and then when it comes to do pushback, it doesn't work. Sometimes I can't even get it to show up. So we're going to start engine number 2. My throttle kind of twitches there. Thinking there might be dust inside of it that's throwing the sensors off. Okay, we're going to squawk 5373.
TCAS test pass.
Go to the config page, set up the stab trim, full back, full forward. Throttle is crazy. Full left, full right, neutral. Check the rudder, left, right. Will appear green when you've extended it far enough. Arm the speed brake. And doing the stab trim now. Setting flaps 13. Check the brakes in a second. Let's get the taxi light on, and we're good to head over to runway 17. Yeah, I didn't do any post-production on these clips on the ground at this airport just because of how overexposed it already looked. So I'm going to play around with it's not so much the settings, it's just something is changing the exposure as you pan the camera around. If I was to zoom in, it would fix it, but that's just how it is right now. So Kona International is a pretty simple airport. We're just going to taxi via Alpha down to 17. So that'll put us at a right turn here. And yeah, just all the way down. Pretty calm winds, 4 knots. Not bad at all. I just got the Oculus Rift today. I don't have it yet, but it should be showing up eventually. They've lowered it to $400 with the controllers, which is still a little high, but that's a lot better than what it was costing. So looking forward to using that in flight simming here. I'm going to see if I can stretch the footage a little bit so it's full screen. As you know, it creates the 2 little circles of like binocular vision when you capture it, but it's going to be awesome. I haven't been this excited for a product in a long time. This is just one of those things that is very awesome. So I might do an unboxing with a prepared test when it does arrive on the channel. Alright, so we're further down on alpha now. I sped a little bit of that up because it's quite a long ways down. Not much to look at. And now we're approaching the end of 1.7. Actually, the beginning of 1.7. Still don't have PTA or NVTEX yet. Just kind of waiting to see what Rex does. I'm not sure if it's going to cost to upgrade to version 4, if they're just going to do that for us for free. And if they do, I'm going to start with Rex, because I do enjoy Rex products. I do need to get Active Sky Cloud Art though. So I'm just a little undecided right now, so I'm still kind of running it by default for those things. Alright, so we're going to hold short here and get the plane prepped and ready. Now the throttle seemed to calm down at the moment. It's not twitching as much anymore. Done a few live streams in this plane recently, which most of them have gone well, and it's fun to stream this plane, but still can't wait for the 737 to be back in version 4, first time ever. Alright, we'll tune up the tower. 1203. Now we're going to tune it for the first officer side. It's good practice to do that. We've already set what we're going to squawk. Also good practice to do that. We've already checked the flight controls, so we don't need to do that. We've already verified the flaps. Just need to turn the landing lights on. And we're good to go. We're going to do the Amory 3 departure, as you can see here on the chart. Climb to 500 and then you make the turn. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. just now passing 500 feet. And we're going to start to make the turn. Should have actually started the turn a little earlier, but I was just following the flight director, which doesn't, I guess it doesn't know. Now we can get the APU off. Won't need that again until we're on the ground. Climbing to 150. We've already reached our cruise altitude, and we're already getting close to Maui over here on the first officer side. Having a look at the beautiful islands as the clouds whiz by. And just like that, we are beginning the descent profile. We're going to be passing under 10,000 feet, so we'll turn the landing lights back on. As well as we're going to get the hydraulic transfer and auxiliary on. We're making our way around. Not long till we're on the ILS bridge. Okay, we're going to be approaching the airport now. Trying to get a little drag so we can get slowed down. Gear down. This is the approach plate for ILS 2, runway 2. Now we just set up our heading bug.
Stabilizer motion.
United 253, change my frequency 126.0. Permanent.
Now here it started to actually get below the speed profile that I had set 143, so thrust protection turned on.
Stabilizer
and,
motion.
Started to speed us back up, which we do not want to do on this approach. So I'm going to go ahead and get the auto throttle off here. You can do that by clicking the buttons here on the throttle twice. And actually I'm going to wait on the autopilot. I'm going to let that fly.
Stabilizer motion.
And we're going to try to get slowed down again. We're still in good shape. Yeah, I keep having, with ILS approaches especially, I keep having problems at this
Autopilot.
stage in the flight with
Autopilot.
usually with the auto throttle. But we're doing good. On the glide slope. Now we're going to have an 18 knot headwind. It's not directly in front of us. It's a little slight crosswind once we get up there. So 18 knots is pretty decent, actually. little under the glide slope.
1,000.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
United 863 radar service terminated.
Glide slope.
Not having a very good time with this approach, am I? Alright, back on it. Definitely don't want to be below the glide slope when you're flying over some smokestacks like that. Now we're above it. And the lighting has changed.
$500. $400.
Trying to line up best we can. We're getting pushed away from it a little.
$300.
But like I said, 18 knots, not sure what it's gusting to.
Minimum.
Continuing.
$100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
40. 30.
Glide slope.
10.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
1105, flight deck 360, connect.
And we are down, reverse thrust out. Kind of got pushed over to the left. I thought we were going to make the center line, but I just kept drifting over to the left. But nonetheless, down safe, and we're going to exit right up here. And stay tuned, we're going to do, got a nice looking replay for you. Alright, that was a fun little short route on Hawaiian Airlines. Now, this is a fictional route. I think I forgot to mention that. They don't actually do this route. I just did this route because I have these two sceneries. Get the landing lights off. Exterior model of this plane looks really good on replays. Now, unfortunately, I did not get the taxi over to the gate recorded, so that was a little disappointing, but I did get a shot of us at the gate with the luggage and everything being removed. So I want to thank you guys for watching another Flight Sim Deck video. You guys take care. I'll see you on the next video.